When we think of the coldest places in the cosmos, our imagination often drifts to distant galaxies, dark nebulae, or the barren deserts of interstellar voids where even light struggles to reach. But the true frozen hell lies much closer than we might expect, in our own solar system. And although it might seem that the most frigid temperatures would be found on distant planets and moons, the reality is surprising. The lowest temperatures ever recorded in our cosmic neighborhood have been found on the Moon. Yes, it's on our natural satellite where the coldest corners of the solar system are hidden. It's no secret that the Moon lacks an atmosphere to protect its surface from extreme temperatures. During the day, lunar soil heats up to over 120 degrees Celsius, but at night, the temperature drops to around minus 170 degrees. However, this is nothing compared to the eternally shadowed craters at the Moon's poles, where the temperature plunges to a record-breaking minus 248 degrees Celsius. By comparison, Pluto, located billions of kilometers farther from the Sun, warms up to about minus 230 degrees Celsius. The answer lies in the unique architecture of these craters. As a result, they are trapped in eternal shadow, meaning there is no source of heat to warm the surface. For billions of years, the crater floors have been frozen in time, becoming the coldest places in the entire solar system. It is here that water ice, the target of future space missions, is hidden. What makes these cold lunar crater floors so interesting to scientists and engineers? The answer is water. Water in the form of ice was discovered on the Moon by missions such as the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and the Indian Chandrayaan-1 probe. The fact that ice has survived for billions of years in these extreme conditions makes the crater floors a true cosmic treasure. In the future, this water could support lunar colonization as a source of drinking water and could also be split into oxygen and hydrogen, enabling on-site rocket fuel production. Although the Moon surprises with its cold, it is not the only frigid spot in our solar system. In fact, there are places in our cosmic neighborhood that seem almost designed to compete for the title of the coldest. Since the New Horizons probe flew past Pluto in 2015, we've learned that this distant dwarf planet experiences extremely frigid conditions. Pluto has its own ice mountains, giant glaciers, and even something resembling ice dunes. One of the most astounding discoveries was that Pluto has an atmosphere which, although thin, floats above the planet's surface, composed mainly of nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Despite these extremely cold conditions, Pluto still cannot compete with lunar craters in terms of temperature. Another fascinating place is the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn. Europa, a moon of Jupiter, is completely covered by a layer of ice, beneath which there is likely an ocean of liquid water. Scientists believe that conditions favorable for life, similar to those in the depths of Earth's oceans, where life thrives around hydrothermal vents, might exist beneath Europa's surface. The same is true for Enceladus, Saturn's moon. which shoots powerful water geysers from its icy surface, suggesting the existence of a subsurface ocean. Although the surface temperature of these moons is extremely low, around -160 degrees Celsius on average, both of these celestial bodies hide the mystery of warmer oceans beneath their icy crusts. These hidden oceans are heated by tidal effects caused by gravitational interactions with their parent planets. This means that although the surface is extremely cold, beneath the ice there may be a warmer environment capable of sustaining life. However, if we are looking for the coldest places in the universe, we must leave our solar system. In interstellar space, far from any heat source, the temperature drops to around -270 degrees Celsius, just a few degrees above absolute zero, the lowest possible temperature that can be reached. But even there, structures exist so cold that they challenge our understanding of physics. One such place is the Boomerang Nebula, considered the coldest known object in the universe. The temperature in this nebula drops to -272 degrees Celsius, which means it is only 1 degree warmer than absolute zero. How is this possible? The Boomerang Nebula, a dying star, ejects its gases so rapidly that they expand and cool to temperatures lower than the cosmic microwave background radiation, the temperature of the universe. This fascinating phenomenon shows how much the cosmos can surprise us, even in the context of such basic phenomena as temperature. And now, let's address one of the most common myths related to temperatures in the solar system. We often hear that the farther from the sun, the colder it gets. At first glance, this makes sense. The sun is the primary source of heat in our system. However, reality turns out to be more complex. For example, Venus, the second planet from the sun, is hotter than Mercury, which is closer. How is this possible? The reason lies in Venus's atmosphere, dense and full of carbon dioxide, which creates a powerful greenhouse effect. Meanwhile, Mercury, lacking an atmosphere, experiences extreme temperature fluctuations, from searing heat on the day side to freezing -180 degrees Celsius on the night side. Similarly, on distant planets like Uranus and Neptune, we see dynamic atmospheres that create surprising weather phenomena. Neptune, despite being farther from the sun than Uranus, is home to massive storms and the fastest winds in the solar system, reaching speeds of up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. These phenomena show that temperature and weather in the solar system are not as simple as they might seem. Space is a place full of contrasts and surprises, and our solar system is a perfect example of this. The coldest places may be found in the least expected locations, such as the shadowed crater floors of the moon, rather than on distant icy worlds. This discovery changes our perception of cosmic temperatures and shows that in space, simple rules do not always apply. Fascinating worlds like Europa, Enceladus or Triton also hold their secrets, and their exploration may provide answers to questions about the possibility of life beyond Earth. However, it is our own moon, with its eternally shadowed craters, that remains one of the most intriguing places in the solar system, reminding us that great discoveries do not always wait in the farthest reaches of space, but sometimes right under our eyes.